What is up, all my chosen ones? Jazz Roy is back now, guys. There's some exciting times going on for Volt Inu because we just saw the release of our Nasdaq interview. Yes, guys, sitting at a strong floor of 100 million market cap, inching into the top 200 of all the tokens out there in the world. We got to get into what's going on with Volt. Now, before we begin, guys, please do me a favor and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome, guys. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell for me, please, and thank you. So, guys, let's get right to it. The Nasdaq interview was officially released right over here, guys. You can check it on the Volt Inu YouTube page and also on Pablo's page. He actually had a stream for it. And this just looks incredible, guys. This is a very historical moment for the Volt Army because this just took us from the ordinary pond into the deep ocean with the real money and the real deal investors, guys. This was monumental. As you can see, the overall markets are also starting to have a bit of a reversal. I believe that may be due to the news that have been coming out recently. It has been looking quite bullish altogether for the market. Not saying that we're going to be seeing the bull run coming right now, but like I said, guys, I still stand on where I believe that Volt could have its own rally run outside of the markets. And a big point of this is due to the tier 1 exchanges that are coming up. Now, we do know that there is one that we are just waiting on the official green light. Once the Volt team gets the official green light to make that announcement, that's when there will be an emergency live stream to debut. Which one is it gonna be? Now, we all know that it is of the top exchanges. And looking over at the chart, guys, it's nice to see that we have established a good, strong floor because we're trading sideways and have been trading sideways in this 15 to 16 range from the 27th of November. So it's been roughly 4 days trading sideways in this line. Also, it is a 0% tax event going on, and this is for the next 48 hours. So every buy of at least 0.2 ETH or higher or 1 BNB will receive the 13% tax right back in their Volt tokens at the end of the 48-hour event. So that is another good catalyst, especially to get us warmed up, because we know that when we have the next tier 1 exchange announcement, I would not be surprised to see another pump. And I believe that we might be seeing that pump touch this point right here of resistance or possibly even break out of it. And once we break out of this part of resistance, guys, it's really not that far of a stretch that we have to go. And I'll zoom out for you guys. Not too far left of a stretch to see the all-time highs. It's actually a little less than halfway up the hill to get back to all-time highs. And that's when we're going to see that $1 million burn. Now, what I want to know is that with the $1 million burn, right? Also keep in mind with Voltcember actively doing what it's supposed to do, because yes, within the last week, it was reported of over 400,000 individual wallets connected to Voltcember. That is huge, okay? Because this is still a brand new platform altogether, and it's still a bear market overall. And from the way how everything is lining up, guys, I just believe that even just a sudden twist, just a sudden shift in everything, we don't have to have a big pump in the overall market, but it's a sudden little relief rally should be just enough of what it takes for Volt to have that fuel to possibly, I would like to see a 10x in the short term future from here, because I do believe we have what it takes to at least scrape into that $1 billion club for this project. Now, of course, it's also subject to change because the markets are very unpredictable, but we have seen BTC just break into the 17K range. Right now, testing backwards a little bit. Overall markets, we're having a little bit of a field day, so to speak, a small bit of a field day. ETH still can't get itself into that 1300 and at least hold it in there. But I believe that Volt is moving in a league of its own. And once we start to see these tier 1s rolling out, and if it happens to time correctly where the overall market starts doing a relief rally, especially since we know that when it comes to inflation, we're finally getting a bit of a break from the intense inflation that we've been dealing with the entire year that's been jacking up all of the markets, guys. So a lot of catalysts building up in the background for this project. Zero buy tax event going on. Nasdaq bullish. And keep in mind, guys, this was only released on YouTube. It has not yet made its debut nationally yet on the mainstream media platforms. And that, my friends, is where I believe we're also going to see a new wave of investors start to join it. As a matter of fact, if you look at the amount of investors that we had during this time, during the Gate.io listing compared to where we are now, it's almost like night and day. So with the investors that we had a couple months back in September, it was enough to make us go from the gutter up into a nice pump for the Gate.io announcement. Now, looking at where we're trading at, significantly higher than the resistance point of the Gate.io announcement, what do you think is going to happen to us when we get the next tier 1 exchange announcement? What do you think is going to happen with that, especially now that we have Voltcember rocking and rolling, and it's been going successfully? It's been working as it should. And then what do you think is going to happen if, while all of that's going on, they hit us with an additional tier 1 announcement? Now, I'm not saying that's what they're going to do, but we do know that they have multiple catalysts lined up, not just this month, but also going into the new year, which they have not been telling us too much about yet. So it gives us some room to speculate on the potential of this project. I'm still standing on where I believe that we can see a short rally relief with this project and see us touch into at least the 1 billion mark. I'm still set for that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Where do you see Volt going in regards to the current catalyst that we already have revealed to us and what is coming up in the next month? Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm Jazz Wilson. Like I always say, I'm going to catch each and every one of you guys at the top.